Grew up about 3 miles up the hill. I grew up on the farm and I loved it. I loved every bit of it. And then when I got a little older in high school, I always preferred to work down here at the local dairy with our previous neighbor who used to own the dairy. That's where I ended up working most of high school and through college and stuff. It was when I was just about to graduate from high school. This dairy that we're on, Royal Dairy, we started talking to the previous owner about buying him out. By the time I was 18, 19 years old, I was all in and I knew this is what I was working towards. Royal Dairy was established in maybe 2012. It's not something I take lightly. I'm a Christian and I believe in the Bible. It tells us that we are stewards over the animals, but that means something different than just eating animals. It means that we are morally obligated to be good stewards over the animals and to take care of them, to do all that we can to make sure that they're comfortable.
29-year-old Austin Allred graduated from Brigham Young University in Utah with a degree in business management and economics, but continued to work on dairies throughout college, mostly learning about bovine nutrition. Today, he and his wife Camille and their 3 children live in Royal City, Washington. Their dairy, a member of the Northwest Dairy Association, milks 6,000 cows.
My name is Scott Keyser. I'm a large animal veterinarian in Central Washington State. I graduated from Washington State University in 1991 and moved to the Yakima Valley shortly after graduation. I think one of the common misperceptions about larger dairies is that they're all factory farms, and in fact that's the furthest from the truth. All of my farms are family owned and operated. It is very apparent to me as I've watched many of these farms grow over my 28 years in practice from a few hundred cows, then to progressively get larger and larger with time as they were successfully treating and milking cows, and the cows rewarded them with good production and they were profitable and were able to expand. Royal Dairy, like many dairies in our region and across the country, continue to focus on animal welfare by providing good nutrition, water, shelter, a comfortable living environment, allowing animals to live free from pain, stress, and fear, and allowing them to express normal innate behaviors, allowing them to be cows.
Most dairies today employ a nutritionist to help ensure that cows are receiving the best nutrients at every stage of her life. Royal Dairy works with John Rosecrans, who has been a consultant for the business for 38 years. He says he has seen a lot of advances in genetics and technology over the last 5 years.
We've gotten better, a lot better actually, at taking care of the cow and getting the results out. We're trying to be as efficient as we can in production, meaning produce as much feed locally as possible, make the best use of that feed, and then choose what we bring in as a true supplement to it. What we really focus on is production of fat and protein rather than milk.
Rosecrans says the best way to achieve this is to feed the cows high-quality, digestible forage.
That's the primary piece, and then you bring in supplemental items, and it's the balancing of protein, fat, digestible fiber, and starch and carbohydrates, sugars, and then making sure that the minerals are balanced and the cow's healthy, got a comfortable environment to live in, and then the milking is done on a consistent schedule, and that's a very important piece, that everything be done on a consistent and timely schedule. You know, cow is not like us. We typically like different food throughout the day. A cow would really like the same thing for breakfast every morning. She also wants it at the same time every morning and every afternoon. And to the extent that we make her happy, she's going to make us happy.
In my experience, if a cow is comfortable in a good, comfortable setting, has feed, has water, and has ability to be social with these are herd animals, then they are happy. They're pretty simple in that regard. And I want to be able to teach my kids that. so that they can be good stewards. That's one of the conversations I have, at least with my 5-year-old at this point, because he's starting to get old enough to understand. He has 3 bulls back here that he takes care of, and it is inhumane for him not to understand how to take care of those animals. If he can't do it halfway, he's got to do it all the way, or it's not right.